Those fire trucks are going too fast. Hey, this is Billy Goldfeder answering some questions from you as part of our What's Your Problem series hosted by FireRescue1.com and Lexpol. Here's today's question. We've got a few fire apparatus drivers at our fire department who really speed on the way to calls. They drive way too fast. We almost hit someone last week. Nothing bad has happened yet. I'm a new firefighter and not really sure who I should talk to about it. Dear new firefighter, put your seatbelt on. We'll start with that, okay? The responsibility of making sure that the fire apparatus is being operated safely starts with policy. It's whatever the department sees based upon state law and their own organizational policy on how the rig is supposed to be driven. The training of that fire driver, engineer, apparatus operator, whatever terminology you use, has got to be more so than, hey, give it a spin, let's see how it goes. It's got to be a session of classroom, a session of practical and testing to make sure they're qualified to drive that apparatus. Okay? It's a big deal. You're driving a multi-ton vehicle and you're given privileges to go through a red light and go fast and things like that. But with privilege comes amazing responsibility. So, and I guess I'll stay on this path for a minute under the word responsibility. To those of you who are apparatus drivers, pay attention. There are plenty of cases out there where a fire apparatus driver was wrong. They blew through a red light. They sped. They overturned the rig. Somebody got ejected. They killed a civilian. Where the attorneys for the organization, the fire department, the city, whoever, said, you know what? We can't defend this. We're going to terminate this employee. We're going to settle with the family. And then it's between the family, the courts, and that employee who is driving the truck. You never want to go through that situation. So here's the steps. Number 1, the driver training program. Number 2, self-policing. If you know you're not supposed to blow through a red light, don't. Stop at the red light, make sure it's clear, and proceed through carefully. If that isn't working, then we hold the officer riding in the front right seat to be responsible to make sure that that behavior changes. So, to answer your question, you're in a tough situation. Some people would say, well, you should just speak up and talk to the driver. Don't do that. You're a brand new firefighter. Let's not be naive as to the environment of being a brand new firefighter in the firehouse. Doesn't mean you don't have rights, but it means you've got to kind of keep a low profile, 2 ears, 1 mouth, keep the mouth shut, and do lots of listening. However, you're fearful. You're worried. This knucklehead's driving the rig like there's no tomorrow. Find somebody in the firehouse who you trust. Somebody in your crew is going to be, you're going to sort of feel like you're befriending them. And that's who you probably want to talk to and say, hey, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to raise any trouble. But the balance is, if God forbid the next run something happens and somebody gets killed or seriously hurt, you're going to feel guilty. So find out whatever path you feel is best to talk to somebody. And you know what? It may be as simple as the officer saying, hey, Joe, hey, Mary, hey, Sam, slow down a little bit. And hopefully it'll remind the officer they have a responsibility to supervise that driver. I hope that was helpful to you. That's a tough question. I can say this, we are absolutely getting better. We're taking it more seriously. Training is more intense, and we are seeing less accidents and crashes and things like that. Doesn't mean we've eliminated them, but it is still a very common way for us to get ourselves in trouble. But we're seeing more firefighters wearing seatbelts, and we're seeing more fire departments taking their driver, engineer, apparatus operator training more seriously. And lastly, we're seeing fire officers actually stepping up and doing their jobs and supervising that driver so they don't take that big piece of equipment and end up creating an incident that ruins everybody's life. Hey, email me at FireRescue1 if you have any questions. I promise you I'll do my best to help you find out a solution. Take care and thanks for joining me today.